The big challenges is dealing with the amount of information, the amount of data that's coming across the desk every day, you know, in the way of email and support requests and, you know, attending to the schedule and meeting deadlines. It can be overwhelming at times if you're not organized, and you know, if you have to prioritize.
What do you like most about the job?
I think I like the challenge. I get a lot of satisfaction out of meeting the challenge and getting it done. Most of the projects here, they have a distinct beginning and an end, and I like that. I think another thing I like about working here is the team environment. I don't think I'd enjoy being in a solitary environment. I get a lot of satisfaction out of working with people, and also my position acts as a support for other people in the department as well. So I get a lot of satisfaction out of being able to provide a quality product for the people that I'm working with.
When you left the JC, you had a lot of technical skills. Are there any other skills you use here at O'Reilly besides the computer skills?
Well, I'd like to think that I use good communication skills here. It can be challenging at times because you know, there are some people who aren't as technical, and being able to communicate technical concepts to non-technical people can be challenging at times.
Do you have any advice for someone who's considering a career in web design?
I do. First of all, you have to ask yourself, do you like this type of work? Do you like what you're doing? I think that is key. If you like doing it, then pursue it. If you don't, then I'd say, you know, maybe think about something else. Definitely have an online portfolio. Even if it means, if you don't have anything, create something. Build a website for somebody who has a business and do it for free if you have to. Just do something to represent yourself online that prospective employers can see. You know, just demonstrate what you can do. Another thing I would recommend is to find an internship if you can. I know that the JC was very helpful. You were helpful. That's a really good way to get your foot in the door. I would also say to be curious, to be open to change. That's a big one. Be open to change, because you know, you can't get stuck in your own little ideas all the time, especially if you're working in a team or if you're working for a client. You have to be open to ideas, even if they don't match your own. Be persistent and have faith in yourself.
Are there any projects that you did here at O'Reilly, or that you did at the county, or even while you were in the JC, that you would like to talk about and share with the interested students?
Well, one of the projects that I got involved with here that was fairly significant was moving from one content management system to another, and they were very different. And the challenge was figuring out how to build a website with the new content management system, because everything's in modules, and learning where everything is and how to modify things. But it took a while, but over time I learned it and became comfortable with it, and I'm still learning it. It's constantly in a state of evolution. There's updates all the time, enhancements, more things that we can do, more scripting that we can do with it. So yeah, that was probably one of the major projects that you know, that's in my mind right now.
You mentioned that you use content management software. Do you still need to look at HTML and CSS at times, or is it all just contained within the module?
No, I work with the code all the time. Yeah, it's just a matter of putting that code into the content management system and knowing where to put it. It's basically those types of things, like the CSS become assets in the content management system. But yeah, I'm very close to the code, and I like that.
Yeah.
Very much.
And do you feel the training you got at the JC prepared you for working in the world of web development?
I think it did. I think it did. For the most part, it did. You know, it can't possibly address all of the circumstances that you're going to face in the real world. But I think the most important lesson for me in the program was learning how to work in a team. When we did those nonprofit websites, that was a really good way of figuring out whether or not this was the right profession.
Additional thoughts you'd like to share, or general advice on any subject?
Well, if I'm speaking to the people in the web development program, I would just say, just try to enjoy what you're doing. And I know it's probably a lot more difficult now with the economy the way that it is. But you know, there's also the possibility of doing work for yourself. I think that there are plenty of people out there that need work, that need updates for their sites. But you know, if you love it, you know, do what you can to keep doing it. Get a part-time job doing something else to supplement your income if you have to. I mean, I did that for a few years. Worked in a job that I didn't really enjoy, but I had a goal in mind. So, you know, if you really love it, like I say, pursue it and have faith in yourself and have fun.